हेलो एवरीवन। सो टुडे इज़ 6th और सुबह के बज रहे हैं 4:42। आज हम लोग निकल रहे हैं गोकर्णा के लिए। तो 3 दिन का ट्रिप है, फ्राइडे सैटरडे संडे। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट टुडे। आई हैव द बैग्स रेडी ओवर हियर। द बैग्स आर रेडी, so we'll start moving down now and we'll go towards setting it up on the bike, and from there we'll start moving out of Bangalore. So let's get started. तो अपनी वपीती रेडी है और अब अपन निकलेंगे। तो अपन मान्यता से क्रॉस कर रहे हैं 5 बजे। निकलते निकलते हो गया लेट क्योंकि मेरे बैग्स जो थे वो बंद नहीं रहे थे। द रूट दैट वी आर टेकिंग इज़ द मुंबई पुणे हाईवे, क्रॉसिंग मान्यता नाउ। Alright, so 30 minutes, 30 kilometers, actually 33 kilometers, and this is the first toll gate that we are crossing, and from here we are out from Bangalore. The time right now is 5:40 a.m. So it's almost 6 a.m. and we have covered about 54 kilometers. We haven't stopped yet, so we have decided to at least cover 150 kilometers before we take our first break, right? So it is better if we cover as much as possible before the sun hits harder on us. For example, right now the arrival time is showing about 2 p.m. So I'm pretty sure when we'll be stopping, we'll be reaching probably by 2:30 or 3. Now it's 8 more hours to go and 425 kilometers to go. Alright, so 6:21 and we have covered 91 kilometers. 387 kilometers to go, and now it's showing that we'll be reaching by 150. So of course it was earlier showing 2:30. So from 2:30 to 150, we have kind of covered 40 minutes that we had lost because I was late. Anyways, 7.5 hours more to go. 387 kilometers, and the roads are good. We are peacefully cruising at 120, moving more and more towards Gokarna. Let's see if we reach by 2 at least. थैंक यू भैया। कहाँ गया? थैंक यू। वपीती ये तेल ले। तो ये रही अपनी वपीती। That's our वपीती with the luggage on. Now she looks even bigger and thicker. I love thick chicks. So we have come about 105 kilometers, 107 kilometers, about 375 kilometers more to go. So this is the third toll gate that we are crossing. Now 105 kilometers already done, and it shows 7 hours 15 minutes to go. So we were late by about 40 minutes in the morning because of me, and we kind of have covered that. रुक सकते हैं, चाय है ना? Yep. We'll take our first tea break. Once that's done, probably another 110 kilometers we'll be taking. I'm not sure, maybe at the high speed my audio may not be coming because it's showing red on the camera when I'm talking. Anyways, we'll get to know that in some time. कैप्चर नहीं कर रहा है for some reason. अब आ गया टाइम इंस्टा 360 लेने का। Alrighty, so now we are at about 151 kilometers. We are done with 151 kilometers, and it shows 6 hours 31 minutes to go. 326 kilometers to go. And believe it or not, this is like the 5th police bus we have crossed so far. I'm not sure where exactly are these people going, but anyways. I'm just hoping that there's enough voice coming up without all the noise. So let's see. It's been almost 3 hours, I believe, and we are touching 200 kilometers now. Pretty much we are riding at 110, 120 consistently for the last 200 kilometers, to be very frank. That's a very peaceful cruising speed that we have kind of figured out, and plus my Wapiti only goes till 120, so can't do much about that. Alrighty, so quick update. It's exactly 8 o'clock and now we are stopping for refueling. So we have covered a total of 215 kilometers.
in the last 3 hours. If I have to be precise, then 2 hours 50 minutes, in which we even stopped for 15 to 20 minutes. Now we're gonna refuel, and now the time shows 1:35 p.m. the arrival time. But of course, we're gonna stop in between at least once or twice more. 270 kilometers, right? So probably 2 more stops and we'll be at our destination. So we usually prefer Bharat Petroleum because the quality of petrol is better than other. अभी देखो कैसे 1100-1200 का पेट्रोल भरेगा अभी यहाँ. फुल टैंक फुल. 103 का है यहाँ पे. साकोना साको 1076.40. इसको दिखा दो.
Alright, so we have come about 230 kilometers. So the pending kilometers is about 250 and it's showing about 5 hours and 20 minutes. So we should be there before 2 o'clock is what we expect. Now let's see how the situation comes, because we haven't stopped as of now. So we have traveled 230 kilometers, but we haven't been stopping much. Hardly we stopped for refueling.
Alright, तो अपन ने बाइक चेंज कर ली हैं. So we did stop for some refreshments, coconut water and tea. So now we are starting back from Hebbalu. No doubt my Wapiti looks so beautiful. She is looking damn thick from behind my thick bitch. I can look at her all day long. She's a beauty. But anyways, now let's... चलो मिलते हैं. So the wind speed is so much that I'm not able to cross 140 on this girl, and she usually goes at least till 160, 165. So yeah, proceeding further.
नहीं 120 के ऊपर जाने के लिए मैं तड़प रहा था ना अभी तक. So yeah, good girl. So the next bike that I'm gonna take, it should go no matter what, at least 160. That's what I've been looking at.
Look at these plains. Beautiful.
Okay, so a quick update. We have covered almost 291 kilometers, and the Google Maps suggested to exit the highway. There's some left turn from here in probably around 2 kilometers, and for 190 kilometers remaining, right? 193 kilometers remaining, and for that it's showing almost 4.5 hours. So we are expecting the roads not to be pretty good. Yeah, so we are expecting the roads not to be pretty good. But yeah, let's take the left and then quickly check our band. Shut the fuck. Right then. Let's hope आगे भी हाईवे ही हो. नहीं बट अगर 200 किलोमीटर के लिए 4 घंटे दिखा रहा है मतलब वो एवरेज स्पीड हो गया 50 किलोमीटर्स. कवरेज ऑफ 50 किलोमीटर्स in an hour. So this is the route that I started now. Alright, so this is the National Highway 766C. So it's just 2 lanes, double-sided, moving traffic. Maybe that's the reason why it is showing 4.5 hours for just under 200 kilometers. Right. Yep. Oh my goodness. अरे देखो इसको भी काटा है उन्होंने जो रोड के ऊपर आ रहा है. सो दे हैव एक्चुअली कट इट. हाँ अरे नहीं मालिक काटा है उन्होंने. देखो दिख रहा है बहन जो काटा है. दिख रहा है एकदम एग्जैक्ट हूबहू.
तो जहाँ तक नजर जा रही है खेत ही खेत. वो छोड़ो मिट्टी भी काली है इधर की पता नहीं क्यों. खेत खलियान. So finally normal roads have come. It was so difficult to ride her on those fucked up roads. Finally we have found something good. Let's see for how long this stays. So the moment I speed up, fucking breakers come. Yeah, that's life. So the last 200 kilometers you will be crossing a lot of villages, and yeah, so for the last 200 kilometers from what we understand it's gonna take us 4.5 hours, whereas it took us almost 4 hours to complete 300 kilometers so far. Alrighty, so many speed breakers, so many of them, but of course they are legit. You can't overspeed on this road, of course. Luckily they have actually painted well. From far away itself you can see there's a speed breaker which is coming up. Now, this is very, I mean I've rarely seen many speed breakers with any markings on it. Ganna, sugarcane. So either we are lost or we have taken a wrong route. There was a diversion way back where we did not take it and we took a different route. So maybe now it's connecting us from inside a village. But not an issue. We have bikes so we can literally go anywhere. Even village is okay with us. Oh, bancho. Pretty sure the commercial vehicles or buses may not be coming from this route. I hope so. I'm not sure yet. Let's figure out. So when we'll be returning back, maybe we'll understand if Google Map takes us from a different route or might bring us back from the same route. Anyways, so we have covered 341 kilometers. The time right now is what, 10:20? Yes, it's not even 10:30 yet, and we have covered 341 kilometers. Now we did leave at 5:10, so you can say about 5 hours and 10 minutes to cover this 350 kilometers, and now we are left with how many kilometers, Bhaiya? So we are left with 146 kilometers, and it still shows over 3 hours. So yeah, 3.5 hours. You can see the road why it's showing 3.5 hours for just 145 kilometers. Peaceful. The weather is very good. I mean, we didn't feel much hot or anything like that. It was always cloudy. Sun is coming, but rarely. I mean, come on. So it has been a very pleasant ride, very pleasant weather. Now I just hope that in Gokarna also the weather stays the same. All right. The fuck. So the road conditions ain't good. Now, from wherever we are coming, ये क्या किया है? I'm just tired of shifting the gears on this route. Up and down and up and down. I mean, I took her thinking that I'll ride her for like at 160 or something like that, but thanks to luck, all the roads that I got did not allow me to ride it over 100 kmph. So there's a left turn after 1.5 kilometers. No left turn. So we will have this kind of road throughout. So quick update, we did get lost because of Google Maps, and now somehow we have found our way back, but the route isn't changing at all. It's fucked up. Like, if you're coming via this route, you're gonna cry, pretty sure on that. I mean, not if you have a ADV, of course, but otherwise I don't think you will have any issues. Like, once I'm back on Wapiti, I'm not facing any issues, but I'm pretty sure he will be. So let's see. 130 kilometers, it shows 3 hours. Not sure from which village we are crossing. सिम के लिए इतनी भीड़. डोकोमो, एयरसेल था, डोकोमो था. डोकोमो 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 मो 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 मो. We have covered 360 kilometers. My odometer shows me 352 though. The joyride ends. So now we have covered 384 kilometers, and last 94 kilometers are remaining, and it's showing that we'll be reaching by 2:20. So we did stop for like 20 minutes or 30 minutes in the jungle, so we had a call that was important in between. Plus we also needed some break and a little bit touch of the nature, so we did stop in between. Now it's 94 kilometers and it's showing 2 hours 17 minutes to reach. Pretty sure the road may not be that good, because to cover 94 kilometers, if it's more than 2 hours, you know the route is shit. Well, keeping that in mind, we are moving forward. We are crossing some, it should be a forest land. It looks like one. I'm not sure, because since there was not good reception, I could not see on the map what exactly or which forest is this. Probably once we reach Gokarna or an area where there's good reception, I'll be able to check if this was actually some forest reserve or not. So the roads are not that great, but at least this stretch is still better than what we were getting behind. So on and on, almost 300 kilometers is a good ride. 200 kilometers is pathetic. So get your vehicles checked, your suspensions fixed if you're coming on this route. So we are crossing some village named Islur. Crazy name. The vibe is beautiful though.
So about 73 kilometers to go, and it's still showing fucking 2 hours. Man, oh man. So this cement road started like a couple of kilometers back. Till then the road was shit. Now let's see for how long this stretch continues like this. I'm not having high hopes on this, considering the total time which it is showing for those 73 kilometers. So let's see for how long we'll have this joyride.
यहाँ कोई लेफ्ट आ रहा है क्या? ये तो राइट क्यों दिखा रहा है मादरचोद? What the fuck? अरे वो दिखा रहा था, उसको पता है ना मेरे पास हिमालयन है, तो इधर लाइक जंगल से जाना भाई, थोड़ा मजे कर यार. किलोमीटर्स रिड्यूस हो रहे हैं बट टाइम रिड्यूस नहीं हो रहा है. So 65 kilometers to go and it has started raining. रुकें 2 मिनट, रुक जाने देते हैं. चलो. क्या फ़ायदा हुआ? अरे बेड़ा गर्क। लो ख़त्म रोड। इतने में इतना ही मिलेगा। रुक जाएगी बारिश अभी, होपफुली। अभी रेनकोट के लिए रुकना है क्या? मतलब ज़्यादा तेज़ नहीं हो रही है, बट क्या पता ये बहन जो जब तक हम रेनकोट पहनेंगे तब तक रुक गई बहन की लोड़ी तो अलग दुख हो जाएगा ना। बारिश कम नहीं हो रही, रुक जाते हैं कहीं किसी पेड़ के नीचे रुकते ना बहन चो। अब इसका भी रेन कवर निकालूं। बारिश रुक गई बहन चोद। सो दिस इज डन। लो कैनॉट रीच इंटरनेट। चलें। फॉर सम रीज़न नेटवर्क ही नहीं आ रहा है मेरा। एनीवेज अभी रेनकोट वगैरह खोलते हैं, देन स्टार्ट करते हैं। So the mic is back now. For sometimes it was lost. Mic आ गया वापस.
So last 32 kilometers to go and it shows 44 minutes.
तो हमने लास्ट फाइनल टर्न ले लिया। हाँ हाँ अरे वो धूप पड़ रही है ना तो कई बार दिखाई नहीं देता है। वो तो जब मैंने रोड देखा तब मैंने ध्यान दिया कि ओह शिट 29 किलोमीटर्स टू गो। हाँ पहाड़ ही रहा है 42 मिनट्स। रोड की तो हालत अथा ख़राब है। मैं खड़ा ही हो जाता हूँ बहन चो, क्यों मैं मेहनत कर रहा हूँ इतनी, अपनी गाड़ को दर्द में दे रहा हूँ। कॉशन सस्पेंशन ठीक करा के जाना मादर चोद। इतना रोड ख़राब के सस्पेंशन के लौड़े लगी गए मेरे बहन चोद। Three kilometers to go, the final 3, and this place is just beautiful. It is like Goa, no doubt, mini Goa, and with less people, so the best part. So we are almost there. 5 minutes to go. And almost there. 3 minutes, 700 meters to go. हो रहा पानी राइट में. And we have arrived. Oh, nice. ये क्या मेराकी? तो ये है मेराकी बीच रिजॉर्ट. सही है बहन, यहीं बैठ के सब हो जाएगा. दे दो वो चाबी वाबी, क्या है, फिर अपन रखते हैं सामान. बाइक यहीं रहेगा, सेफ रहेगा. ठीक है, फिर कमरा वो कर दो, फिर करते हैं, है ना. आप पहले ये खोल के फिर आते हैं. भाई बियर वगैरह मिलती है तो 2 बियर अभी भिजवा दे रूम में. Cheers.
पानी को रिफ्लेक्शन देख रहे हो.